We are in the middle of a generational debate in the United States. We're in the middle of a generational debate. And this debate that we're having is taking place, it's going to take place here this afternoon. It's taking place in Congress. It's certainly taking place in the Minnesota State House and every legislative body all over the country. You can better believe it's happening in places like Wisconsin and Ohio. It's taking place all over, and the question fundamentally is, what's the proper role of government? Some people believe the government has no role. The proper role of government is no role. And some people might think, well, they do believe in the military. Not necessarily so when you see all these mercenary contractors they want to hire. They want to privatize everything. And then, on the other hand, there are those of us who believe that the proper role of government is to provide a partnership between the public and the private sector, both important to the viability of America. And that's right. And we believe, and personally, I am personally animated by a certain moral test which was passed down to us by one of the former mayors of the city of Minneapolis. And when you talk about what's the proper role of government, well, Hubert H. Humphrey gave us the moral test for government, and that is how we treat people in the twilight of their lives, our seniors, the dawn of life, our children, and people who are in the shadows of life, people who are poor, people who are oppressed, and people who are having hard times. And by that moral test, it is moral and it is right to make sure that everybody can go to the doctor, to make sure that every family has a family doctor, to make sure that that Elizabeth Frost can see the folks who need to see her and can get their ailments taken care of, whether they're leukemia or whether they're just a bad cold that you just can't shake, and everything in between. It's just basic. The fact is, the shape of our society and the role of government will not be decided fundamentally by people like me and John Marty. It'll be decided by people like you. If you show up and you say we want reform, yes, we want to be able to get a good idea and open up our businesses and benefit from those, fine, but we also want to make sure that there's somebody making sure that the consumers aren't being ripped off, that the meat and the water are safe, that this mortgage is not going to just explode, that they're not going to use the government to jack up our gasoline prices, and somebody needs to make sure that somebody's minding the store, right? We're going to make sure that the everyday heroes, the people who run into houses while the rest of us are running out of them when they're on fire. I'm talking about the firefighters, the people who protect us, people who we call when we got a problem, the police. We got a member of Minneapolis police officers before us right here. Give them a hand for me, please. These public employees are not going to be denigrated and put down and blamed. It's not teachers, you guys, who are causing the budgetary crisis in our states. Newsflash. And so I want to be one who says that I honor and respect those people who serve the public interest, like our police, like our firefighters, like our nurses, like our teachers, like the people who fix our roads, like the people who inspect our meat, like the people who make sure that the toaster's not going to blow up in my face or the mortgage blow up in my face. And I want to say thank you to all those people, and I hope you join me in that.